Hello and welcome to Double G Gaming and welcome to Dwarf Fortress. Now, everyone likes a big mega project. Building all the massive constructions up on the surface can be very time consuming and use up a lot of resources. One of the best ways to take care of it is to use blocks, to make your stones into blocks and to use them to build your fortress. But even then it can be very tiresome and long to click every time that you want to build a wall. You have to do all these different clicks and then select the material, and then you got to go find the material and click it. So it's a lot easier if you bring all your materials close by. And to accomplish that, it's best to use bins and stockpile management and stockpile logistics, and I'll show you that today. Now, stockpiles are very useful. They can be used to store your stuff. You can make them almost any size, you can resize them, you can do all sorts of stuff with them. You can tell them to accept resources from anywhere or only from the links that you give them. And these are the links. Where you give them links, you can tell them how many bins and barrels and wheelbarrows they use, and you can also tell them, well, firstly you need to tell them what they firstly have in them. But stockpiles are very versatile. We're going to set this one up quickly to be a handy stockpile for us, because we're going to just go to day site. There we go. So this is a stockpile just for day site blocks. It's going to have as many bins as it can fit on its squares, and it's only going to accept from links. Actually, we'll make it accept from everywhere, because that's probably easier and simpler. Now, in order to use blocks like this, first off you need to make them. So let's go down to my crafting level. Here I've got it set up where where I'm building blocks using my stonemasons, and they're feeding them into this quantum stockpile here. And the blocks that I want, which are day site blocks, are stored in this stockpile. And I store them in this stockpile because if you told them to bring up the day site blocks directly from this quantum stockpile, they'd bring them up one by one, which is very, very inefficient. So when you transfer them to this larger stockpile, make sure you give it lots and lots of bins so it can load up as many blocks as it can fit into each bin. And then when you order them to transfer, they will transfer the whole bin up to the surface. This is much more efficient than any other way. We're going to set up a transfer order now. So we're going to make sure we've got this stockpile selected. We're going to go to here, and we're going to tell it to give items to our stockpile on the surface. F1. There we go. And that is this stockpile here we made earlier. So click there, and now the stockpile down there is set up to both take items from the quantum stockpile and give items to the stockpile up here. And this will mean that once we start our building and once we have enough blocks up here, if we didn't already have this stockpile here, we could very easily build our fortress or our mega project up on the surface by selecting that you use the closest material, because the closest material will always be the blocks here. So this will save you a lot of clicking and hopefully speed up your ability to build mega projects. I hope you join me next time for more tips. Thank you and goodbye.